A cartoon should not keep outlasting reality, yet The Simpsons keeps doing exactly that. For more than 3 decades, the show has turned small jokes into strange pieces of future history. Some moments were lucky. Some came from sharp writing. Some simply captured where the world was already heading. But when the same series keeps touching technology, business, science, celebrity culture, and public fear, people pay attention. And as 2027 gets closer, the old jokes start to feel less like punchlines and more like warning signs. Here are 20 Simpsons predictions and themes that could shape the next chapter of modern life. Autocorrect and wrong text input. The Simpsons once joked about a machine turning a simple message into something ridiculous. That joke became real when phones started correcting our words before we even noticed. Today, autocorrect, predictive text, and AI keyboards shape how people write every day. By 2027, these tools may become even faster and more helpful, but also more risky when they guess the wrong meaning. A small typo can already change a sentence. In the future, software may shape not only our spelling, but our tone. Wristwatch phones. Long before smartwatches became common, The Simpsons played with the idea of talking through a device on the wrist. That idea looked silly at first, but it eventually became normal. Today, a watch can make calls, show messages, track health, and guide a user through a busy day. By 2027, wearables may feel less like accessories and more like permanent personal assistants. Always listening, always connected, and always close. Lady Gaga flying performance. One of the most famous celebrity moments connected to the show involved Lady Gaga performing in the sky above a crowd. Years later, her real-life Super Bowl show brought a similar feeling of flight, spectacle, and high-tech stage design. The connection made people stop and look again at the old episode. It also showed how modern entertainment keeps chasing bigger visual moments. And by 2027, live shows may look even more like science fiction. USA curling gold. In one episode, the United States beat Sweden for Olympic curling gold. Later, that exact result happened in real life, and the clip spread fast across the internet. Sports are hard to predict because so many small details can change the result. That is what made this one so memorable. It reminded viewers that even a joke about a quiet winter sport can turn into a headline years later. The Nobel Prize bet. A classroom joke about future Nobel winners became a real talking point after one of the names later received the prize. This was not magic. It was the result of writers paying attention to serious people and serious ideas. That kind of detail matters because it shows the show was never random. By 2027, more future trends in science and economics may keep proving that good satire often starts with careful observation. The Higgs boson equation. A blackboard equation tied to Homer Simpson drew attention after scientists confirmed the Higgs boson. Nobody thinks the character solved particle physics. Still, the fact that the math came so close to the real discovery made people look twice. It is one of the best examples of the show mixing comedy with real scientific ideas. That same blend of humor and curiosity is why the episode still gets mentioned today. Disney buying Fox. A joke sign once showed Fox as part of Disney. Years later, Disney bought major Fox entertainment assets, and the old gag suddenly looked unreal in the best way. It was a perfect example of a throwaway line becoming a business headline. As media companies keep merging and reshaping themselves, 2027 may bring even more consolidation, and more moments where fiction appears to arrive first. Alien and UFO themes. The Simpsons has used aliens and UFOs again and again, usually to laugh at human fear and secrecy. But the real world now has official UAP reports, government reviews, and public pressure for answers. That does not prove visitors from space. It does show that unexplained sightings are no longer treated like nonsense. By 2027, the public may expect more transparency and less silence around the unknown. Smart homes. A smart home once sounded like a luxury idea from the far future. Now people already use connected lights, cameras, speakers, locks, and thermostats every day. The Simpsons often joked about homes that reacted on their own, and that joke feels less exaggerated now. By 2027, homes may not just respond to commands. They may learn habits, predict needs, and quietly manage comfort, security, and energy use. Robots replacing jobs. Automation has already changed factories, storage centers, and many repeat tasks. The Simpsons often played with the fear that machines would take over human work. That fear is no longer just a joke. Businesses now use robots and software because they are faster, cheaper, and more consistent. By 2027, the bigger question may not be whether robots will replace jobs, but which jobs will remain most human. Robot warfare. The show has also warned about the darker side of machine power. That warning matters today because military systems are becoming more automated and more data-driven. Experts and governments keep debating how much control artificial intelligence should have in weapons and defense. By 2027, this issue could become even more urgent because a machine that can assist in war can also raise serious questions about responsibility. Government surveillance. The idea of being watched has always run through the series. In the real world, cameras, phone tracking, data collection, and face recognition are now part of daily life. Supporters say these systems help safety and order. Critics worry about privacy and control. By 2027, the line between protection and intrusion may become one of the most important public debates of the decade: space travel and tourism. The Simpsons treated space as a place that could eventually become part of the normal business. That idea is now moving closer to reality. Private companies are testing commercial flights, reusable rockets, and short trips beyond Earth. Space tourism is still expensive, but it is no longer a fantasy. By 2027, more people may see the edge of space as a real destination, not just a dream. Artificial intelligence in daily life. AI is no longer trapped in research labs or science fiction stories. It helps people write, translate, search, edit, shop, and organize their day. The Simpsons imagined intelligent systems becoming normal long before most homes ever used them. By 2027, AI may be as ordinary as a phone app, quietly supporting work, entertainment, and communication without much notice. The Internet of Things. The Internet of Things connects everyday objects to the web, so they can share data and respond faster. Cars, watches, cameras, appliances, and sensors already do this in many homes and cities. The Simpsons often mock the idea of a world where every object becomes connected. But that world is here now, and by 2027, it may become even more automatic, more useful, and more difficult to ignore. Automation of society. Automation is no longer just a factory story. It now shapes transport, delivery, logistics, customer service, and parts of city management. The show often exaggerated this trend for comedy, but the core idea was clear. When systems begin to manage themselves, society changes around them. By 2027, many people may depend on automated systems without thinking about how deeply they have changed daily life. AI-controlled decision systems. One of the most important future questions is not whether AI can make decisions, but how much we should trust it. Companies already use algorithms for hiring, scheduling, recommendations, and risk checks. These tools can be efficient, but they can also be unfair if the data is flawed. By 2027, the debate over machine-led decisions may become a major issue in business, government, and public trust. UFO disclosure trends. Public discussion about unexplained aerial events has changed a lot. Instead of only jokes and rumors, there are now official reports and repeated investigations. Most sightings turn out to have simple explanations. A few remain unresolved, which keeps the interest alive. By 2027, people may push even harder for transparency, especially if governments continue to say they are still studying the evidence. Drone surveillance expansion. Drones are becoming normal tools for inspection, mapping, emergency response, and security. At the same time, they create new concerns about monitoring and privacy. The Simpsons often showed technology becoming useful in one moment and alarming in the next. That is exactly why drones matter now. By 2027, they may be everywhere, and society will need clear rules for where they belong and where they do not. Smart cities. At the top of the list is the idea that connects almost every other prediction. Smart cities use sensors, data, automation, and connectivity to manage traffic, energy, waste, and public services. The Simpsons often made futuristic cities look funny because they were so controlled. But that comedy is turning into reality. By 2027, many cities may be far more connected, more efficient, and more dependent on digital systems than ever before. Virtual reality becoming normal life. The Simpsons has often shown people escaping into strange digital worlds, where screens, games, and fantasy begin to feel more attractive than real life. That idea once looked like pure comedy, but today virtual reality, mixed reality, and digital avatars are moving closer to everyday use. People already attend meetings, play games, train for jobs, and explore artificial spaces through headsets and immersive tools. By 2027, virtual reality may no longer feel like something only for gamers. It could become part of education, entertainment, shopping, therapy, and even social life, raising a bigger question. What happens when the digital world starts feeling easier than the real one? Cashless society and digital money. The Simpsons has repeatedly joked about a future where money, shopping, and business become strange, automated, and controlled by systems people barely understand. That idea feels much closer now. Cash is slowly being replaced by cards, phones, apps, QR codes, and digital wallets. Some countries are even testing central bank digital currencies, while private platforms keep changing how people pay, save, and spend. By 2027, cash may feel less important in many places, especially as younger generations trust digital payments more than paper money. But this future also brings serious concerns about privacy, access, control, and what happens when every transaction leaves a trace. The real power of The Simpsons is not perfect prediction. It is the way the show noticed where the world was already heading, long before most people were paying attention. That is why these moments still matter today. They remind us that a simple joke, a small background detail, or a funny cartoon scene can sometimes turn into tomorrow's headline. As 2027 gets closer, the line between satire and reality may blur even more. Some of these predictions may never happen, but others may already be quietly forming around us through technology, politics, science, entertainment, and the way society is changing every day. The future does not always arrive with a warning. Sometimes it starts as a joke, a rumor, or a scene people ignore until it becomes real. So keep watching closely, because the clues may already be hiding in plain sight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more valuable insights. More future stories are coming soon. The future keeps moving, and the clues are already here.